So I wrote this script like a week ago, and I was supposed to basically finish it this weekend, but honestly, there were just a lot of things that was happening.
Hello, it's Future Jed. Um, that was a lie. I was actually sick. So, um, yeah, just hope you enjoy this video.
I made a list of ideas back in May of this year. It was on my phone, just sitting there for months. The list consisted of video topics that I wanted to cover. I remember posting it, so that was a glance at that list. Well, I came back to that list and saw that one that just caught my attention. One of which I feel that was the most of what this generation is facing. Facing this dilemma of the self. If what we face is how we should take it and let it dictate our narrative of our life simply because that's just the way it is. Sure, maybe it's a situation that's not favorable towards us, so why bother trying? So why put yourself as the attempt? It's easy to just leave the scene and let it go. Maybe that's just the hard truth. Maybe that's just something that I need to be. Maybe I'm just not fit for this role. That I'm just a lie of itself. So let's just raise the right flag and let lies overcome our truth. Understand that we value something. When we put ourselves now in our shoes, whatever position that we are best suited for, that is when we build our foundation, essentially our house. There will be waves of storms that will come to us. I say this because I say us because we are not the only house that we want to have a home. We all want to find some resonance and peace in what we're in. The storm will bring harsh winds telling you that it's no good. It will cast literally everything to bring you down, and all this to destroy your house. But whenever condition you may be, it will find its course to get you. When we value something, we need to build a strong fortification. We need to write it down, like will or something that we deep down that we know that's something we stand for. That the people who inspire me are what keeps me going. To make people happy, to make a better place for people, to make videos to not only just entertain, but to show that sense of courage that you can do this. So don't carry that burden of treating value as something. Don't treat it as weight that needs to be handled. It is essentially you, and it is what needs to be. It never comes in a perfect form, and there's no such thing as perfect value. But the more we put on this time and effort and give it some care and give it some courage, some reinforcement, it'll be more secure and sturdy than how you first found it. So when the next storm comes to you, you know it won't ruin what's true to you. When we forget who we are inside, we treat the outside as a natural molding place. And not that people who tell us things outside of the world are essentially bad or good. And I'm not saying gaining knowledge of the outside world is essentially a bad thing. That's not what I'm trying to say. You should always have an ear when you go outside. But remember to wrap yourself, to protect yourself, to guard yourself. Not everything that you'll hear is for you. We use what's inside to be a guiding compass that will lead to what we want to share outside. We will take roads that will lead us astray. And we'll try to change you instead of building upon it or even against it. I'm not saying you should shout every hate and violently push away people. That will be something that will lead you astray as well. So always remember that when you just go outside the house, that you're outside. That's not a common place to be in. And there's a lot of commotion that is happening right now. Don't carry so much weight. Remember you're outside and you want to bring something from it. because eventually you'll find something out there that will make you feel more you. We're entering a new generation of a war that's setting in the presence of our minds. We want to show people who we are, to show up to things where we want to be the most seen in the crowd, say things, to deliberately shout out things to the point of pushing people away to make us feel more important, to have countless arguments on the internet that it's not worth, but it just happens naturally because it's just written for you. We have to prove your worth, and to win people, that we just have to see them in defeat in order to remain. And here's what I have to say to that. Is that what you want to fight for? I believe that we all have a competitive drive inside us. We test our knowledge, mind, skill, or strength, whatever skill you're good at. And that's absolutely something you should go for. I think it just gets to a point where we forget who helps us. Really. All the work maybe is because of you, but the results is not going to be the same, because in the end, what we want to see is people proving us that we are at that point. We need to equip ourselves in battle so that we don't have to be the only one remaining. We need someone to say to us that this isn't worth fighting for and you have done enough. Even when you know that is the case. But we shove that down the drain because you want to seek a higher truth, a higher gain from this perilous battle that you call your own. When you're in this battle, you should equip yourself with people that will protect you and keep you on your feet, to keep you grounded, so that when you know that it's worth fighting, you won't be the only one remaining anymore. There will be people on your side knowing that they will catch you when you fall. So fighting for not only yourself, but also for the people you stand with. Eventually, you find battles that are not worth winning. Sure, there'll be banter from the other side, victory of the other side, but you have people around you in the world that feel the same way, to feel more accomplished rather than having countless of battles. That you don't have to fight, essentially, that you can win together.